Okay, it's time for the monthly update. I decided to do this once a month. I figured it just made more sense to do it rather than once a week or once a year, whatever. So I'm just going to actually, I'm going to explain a couple of things I learned. I think last time I talked about how pencil was smudging and it was kind of annoying. I saw somebody on YouTube talk about this, and I had heard her talk about this before and I'd forgotten about it. If you do a pencil drawing and you do a wash over it with watercolor, it stops it from smudging. So I did that on all the pencil sketches that I did previously, and even some that kind of were colored pencil, I guess. Anyway, just did a light wash over them so they don't smudge as much. Not that I mean, it's a sketchbook, but it just, smudging drives me crazy. So let's start where, I think that was the one I did. That was the drawing I did during the last one. I wasn't going to do a drawing today. I figured, I don't know, if that's something that's interesting, I can do it next time, but I figured I would just go through what I did this past month. So this is, I don't know, I know this is ink. I think it's all ink for the most part. It's a little kitty. This little bunny was really cute, and then I messed it up when I started coloring it. It looked really cute when I started it, but it turned out looking terrible. This was just scribbling. I got some new markers, and I was trying them out, and I drew a little bunny and the mushroom and stuff. This is a little cartoon I don't want to show everybody. Just a silly little comic. This is, you've probably seen this before if you've seen the, I did the Valentine's Day art snacks boxes. So that was one cat, 2, 3, little different cats from, I have a book that shows you how to draw different breeds. So those 4. This was also from the, I wrote it down here, the Sketchbox holiday supplies. So that was another one I did for, I figured I may as well do them in here because I'm doing them anyway. This is my little kitty Ruby. She passed away last May, and I had her for 18 years. And that was her little cute little baby face. She's so sweet. This is gouache. I think this is when I declared I'm going to use up all my Liquitex gouache because it's driving me crazy because I never use it. So what I did was I have all the, where are they? Like these bottles of Liquitex, and I just don't like the bottles. I just don't go for them. When I go to use gouache, I'll use the tubes. It just seems easier for me. So what I did was I bought these things and I put all the gouache in here. So it keeps it wet, I guess. It's there's like a silicone seal, and I spritz it a little with water and it keeps all the colors nice and wet. So, and this is an airtight lock, and I happen to have pretty much the exact amount of colors. The only one I didn't have, I think I had all colors but one block, so I put some black in there. And I had to dig for that. I only have one tiny little tube of black, so I need more of that. Okay, so that's just a book with flowers and a little bee. This was my attempt at Americana. I borrowed a book online, and it was Americana type, folk arty type of paintings, and I just didn't do all that well with it. I think I should have painted the background first because the blue is very spotty, so I couldn't get a smooth background. I don't know. I'll try it again. The colors didn't work out, and I don't know. There's some other samples in the book I might try to copy. There's a little fox. This is gouache, too, acrylic gouache. This is little, I got these from a book on drawing animals, I guess, nature or something like that. This is a little Carolina wren. And I drew a chipmunk with it too because they always remind me of chipmunks because they have that same sort of line on the face. I don't know. They just always remind me of chipmunks. And I have both of them out in my yard. And I love the little Carolina wrens. They are so cute. And they just sing and do all this happy little chirping every time they're out there. So, and I do have chipmunks too. I have 2 chipmunks that live under my steps. They're mostly in hibernation, but I saw them when the weather was a little nicer. There's another bird I have in my yard. There's a little, although I drew this from the book too, but the ones I see don't have red down here. They just have the red on their head. A downy woodpecker. And this is supposed to be a white birch. This is, let me see, this was from another book. Oh, another book I borrowed online. I think these are both, let me think. This is watercolor for sure, because it didn't come out as well as I wanted. I just cannot work with watercolor on this paper. This was, geez, this might be watercolor too, because it doesn't feel like it's gouache. I think it's watercolor. So this is definitely gouache. It's a book, I forget what it's called, but it's all very cute little, it's mostly cats, women and cats. So, but I thought this was cute with the little mice on it. Yeah, so that's gouache. This is gouache. This is a little tuxedo kitty. This came out really stupid. I don't know. I just got the desire to paint some donuts and decorate them, but I don't know. It didn't really look like donuts to me, but oh well. This came out really nice. I was surprised at this. This was just sort of a adaptation of Klimt's The Kiss. So I did this with, this is gouache too. I did this, it's mixed media. I've got acrylic markers. I've got, this is like a watercolor marker. I think there's gouache in here. All kinds of different stuff. Oh, this was just a, when I opened this page, there was black gunk on both of them. And I went, well, I don't want to do anything on these because they're a mess. So I decided to make them a test page. And I actually carved this out of an eraser to make like a little stamp that says test page. I don't know what I did with it. Do I still have it? I don't know. I can't find it. So I test different kind of things on it, or write out little calculations, test smudging and that kind of stuff. I don't know, I saw something that was kind of similar to this. It was just weird little people, and I went, oh, that looks like fun. So I did this with gouache, pretty much, I think. Or is this the marker? This might be acrylic marker. This is gouache, 2 little kitties. That's from the same book as the kitty in the chair. That one. Just kitties. And this is gouache with acrylic marker outline. I did this one first, actually, and I like this one better. But that's me and Murphy. This is me and Ruby. But I really like the way this came out. Both gouache. Did I say that already? This one, I don't know. I just got, what I did was I drew everything ahead of time, and then as I went through the days, I just picked different ones that I wanted to paint. So I was in the mood to do this one first. This is more from that same, this one I don't know if it is. This one is the same place as this cat again. Just weird little kitties. I saw this someplace, just a cat, a little thing of catnip. Both of these are gouache. These are, this is like a micron pen marker, I believe. I think it's gouache maybe, and marker, I can't remember. And that was also from that book, the same book with the cats. This was something I saw online, I think, just a micron pen, little kitties. I was gonna color it, and I went, sometimes it's better not to. And this was, this is the last one. This just didn't come out the way I wanted, but again, it's watercolor. I've got to stop doing watercolor in this paper. I get a craving to do watercolor, and it's just, this paper is very frustrating. I think because the watercolor doesn't seep into the paper. It just hangs on the surface, so it doesn't work as nicely. So just these flowers I saw in some picture online. So so that's it for this month. I did start a little, but actually, maybe I should tell you about that. What I did was, I was, using this daily, and it was getting kind of ratty. And then I noticed that these things kept coming out. This, the way it's attached, wait a minute, I have another one. I'll show you. This is the second one. And the way it's attached is, if you can see, the binding is like this. So it's supposed to stay, but it doesn't. They keep coming apart, and the pages keep coming off. And what I did was I stitched them together. So I stitched through so that they were all attached, and it seems to be working really well. It can still move, but they don't, of course, they can't fall out now. So I just had to strengthen that on this, because it's a lot of wear and tear. This is 2 months so far. Ooh. This is 2 months, so I think this book's gonna get pretty fat. So that's the update. This will be for part 2, maybe. This one's really in bad shape. So hopefully that was kind of interesting. I don't know if you have any suggestions of something you'd like to see me draw or paint. I can look into that. Oh, I was looking for that. Oh, this has stuff in it. That's okay, I can skip over that. This is for my next one. There's a couple things. So anyway, hopefully, oh God, don't look, my fingernails are dirty. They're all painty. So we'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.